The time for the corpses to become a BT is 48 hours. Is there a corpse still there? I think the corpse is still there, but I'm not seeing it, or it's not appearing on my scanner. But I've never seen a corpse necrotize on this game. I think it's really morbid to do and think about that, but I am actually curious about it. You can kinda see the black stains, but I don't know if it is because it's necrotizing or if it is because... It probably is the necrosis setting in. I don't know. Let me check the other guy I killed. Because it could be the necrosis or it could be anything else. I've never seen a corpse necrotize on this game, so I don't know how long it takes. Did someone see me? Yep, someone saw me. And that someone is down. Again, I have the equivalent to a fucking sniper rifle in my hand, but I cannot hit shit because I cannot see it. This ladder is not really useful, but thank you anyway, I guess. Mr. Miracle. There is chiralium in there, but it is not... I think it's convulsing, but I think it's convulsing because of how it died. Not really because of the necrosis. But yeah, it has the same stains, the same black stains on the clothes. So it could be the necrosis. Maybe they don't necrotize until you place them on a body bag. Let's do science. Let's do science. Placing body bag. Let's place one in a body bag and another one, let's leave it like it is. Let's go to the distro center and get some sleep. And after sleeping on the distro center for a day, let's come back and see if something changed on the corpses. Or if it is even raining, because if there are BTs on the area, it should be raining. But yeah, there is the thing that I was talking about before with the corpses. There is a dead mule. There is a dead mule on there, and right next to it there is a living one. So if we follow the lore of the game, the BT that appears should probably try to eat the living one. Because BTs attack any living creature. Well, actually no, correction. BTs attack any living human. They don't actually attack animals. We know that the rain, the timefall can kill animals. But we have never seen a BT actually attacking an animal. Even though most BT boss fights have animal features, we have never seen an animal being attacked by a BT. Which is really fucking weird. But yeah, let's ignore the lore. Another thing I found annoying about the Stranding is how contradictory everything is, because they tell you that, again, here comes the word that everyone loves. Well, the two words that everyone loves when making a review. The ludonarrative dissonance of this game, the main ludonarrative dissonance of this game is that they tell you one thing on the lore and the cutscenes, and they completely ignore it on the gameplay. Like the first thing you see after accepting your first mission, after completing the tutorial and the first cutscene, your first death, is how you're carrying a corpse. From that corpse, a ghost appears, and that ghost kills Yuri Lowenthal. And it's like, we see that in a cutscene, we know that happens, but then you... what was I going to do? Rest in private room. Then you leave a corpse by a living human, and the BT is not attacking the living human, it's probably attacking you. And you could be super far away and the human would be still safe because the BT don't attack the mules. A really nice thing about the game is that usually BTs appear on the rain and the mules are scared of the BTs, so when it rains, most of the mules and the terrorists will take shelter. That is a nice detail that I like. But the fact that most of the times the game ignores its own rules, it's kind of annoying, to be honest. Like, one of the things, we have a TV show in Spain which is called El Ministerio del Tiempo. I think that the most accurate translation would be the Ministry of Time. The Ministry of Time is a Spanish TV show about time travel and how Spain has a ministry that handles time traveling to keep the history safe. And it's a TV show, and I'm really fucking critic about time travel stories. And I like them consistent. And the Ministry of Time is the most inconsistent shit I have ever seen in my entire life. Even more inconsistent than Back to the Future. If you say, and one of the things that I hate the most is that Spain has a really long history of time travel novels. One of the first written stories ever about a time travel machine is actually Spanish. And they make a reference to that in the Ministry of Time. Which is a really... The part I like the most about the show is how they talk about history. The good and the bad things. It's like Doctor Who. They tell you about history. It's fucking nice. But the time traveling part and how it sets some rules and then completely ignore them is frustrating. There is no other word. It's just frustrating to see how they say something is set on a stone just to ignore it on the same fucking episode. And it's not because you can say, oh, maybe the characters didn't know about that, maybe the characters ignored that. No, it was fucking set on a stone. They said it. They said that it was set on a stone, that it was unmovable, that you cannot change that. And they did. And that is the thing with not only time traveling but also video games. For me, what I like the most about video games is when they are consistent with the rules they set. If they say that something is unchangeable, that something has these rules, I would love for the game to respect the rules that they are setting in. If they give us rules and then they ignore them, I hate that. Okay, I slept for an entire day and the body bag is exactly the same. Let's look at the other corpse. For example, Dead Stranding. Dead Stranding gives you an exact fucking amount of time that it takes the corpses to necrose. 48 hours. It's been like 36 hours since... Well, 36? No. 60... 48... That's 22... It's been 72 hours since I killed these soldiers, since I killed these mules, and they are perfectly fucking fine. When do they necrotize? They are supposed to necrotize 48 hours after death. They made a lot of emphasis on that on the first fucking mission of the game. So, why ignoring it now? Why ignoring the fucking rule that they made? Let's go to sleep again and see how long it takes the game to actually necrotize the corpses and generate a void out. Again, probably will not generate a void out because the game ignores its own rules. So it will only generate a void out if I trigger a boss fight and I lose that boss fight. Another thing that I think they oversold is how innovative the death system on this game was going to be. And it's like, first of all, the death system is not innovative if you don't die in the... I died like 4 times in the game, and most of them were on purpose. I think that I died only 2 times by losing a fight. And since they were boss fights, it didn't fucking matter because it restarted me to the previous checkpoints.
This looks like the way to go.
So dying doesn't really matter. Dying doesn't really affect. The only way for you to get a permanent map on your map is to trigger a boss fight out of an scripted boss fight. To go to a BT area and trigger a boss fight. But if you are fighting an scripted boss and you die, you just go back to a checkpoint, which is not innovative at all. It's basic video game mechanics. Why am I getting so fucking heated up about this? I know I hate that. I know I find it stupid. Why am I still getting angry about it? I know I'm going to get angry about it. Why do I still feel it? Oh, he's playing Fallout! Fuck, and I'm missing it! Shit! I like to see Nea playing Fallout. Oh, damn it. Yeah. Now we'll have to watch the VOD. I want to see that live. Ah. 100 hours! It's been 100 hours. It's been 100 hours since I killed those mules. Let's see if they necrotize or not, because they said on a stone that the necrosis sets spawn 48 fucking hours. It's been 100. So it should be already there. They should be dead. They should be BTs now. They are probably not. Keep on keeping on. Stop punching against the zipline. I think this is faster than running and using the river and all that. I think that just the fact that I have to cross the river is probably slower. Well, maybe not. Maybe doing these big way around using the ziplines is... No, the ziplines are way slower. The ziplines are slower than this. Than walking, not than this. Okay.